Dark times, dark times. Phoenix Cry Baby 666. Dark times, dark times, dark times, dark times. Talking about the dark times. Talking about the dark times. Talking about the dark times, dark times. Talking about the dark times. Man, my eyes are low. I'm popping these pills, you asshole. You already know what it do to up in my dose. Man, I don't even need to. Then I do the most. I pop a couple Percocets. Gets me up, I guess. Hard times, dark times, dark times, dark times. I'm running with the demons, I'm running with the devil. Man, I told you I'm on a different level. Dark times, hard times, hard times. Every time you see me, I'm in the studio getting hella greedy, counting this money, counting this cheddar, making this paper, man, my life's getting better. Yeah, dark times, hard times. Dark times, hard times. Dark times, hard times. Dark times, hard times, hard times. Every time I pop these pills, my eyes get low. Man, I'm feeling fucking ill, my eyes get low. Man, I'm feeling fucking sick to my stomach. I'm about to vomit everything that I've done it. Yeah, dark times, hard times, dark times, hard times. Fuck, what do you want from me? Fuck, what do you want from me? I told you I just want some ecstasy. Make me all hella greedy, make me hella rich, man, you see me? Yeah, I'm counting all this money, talking about this comma, talking about these commas, talking about the millions, talking about the billions. Man, I'm in the ceilings, I'm high as fuck. Dark times, hard times, hard times, hard times, dark times, hard times, hard times, hard times, dark times. Phoenix Cry Baby 666. Phoenix Cry Baby 666.